Hello, and welcome to the Jammin Jabronies podcast. My name is Jackson Moore, and I'm here joined by...
Aiden Terrazas.
Behind the camera is Dominic DeSimone, and we are missing a group member, Miguel Aguirre, but that's all right. Today, we're going to talk about how different variables affect an artist's standpoint in the music industry. Let's get it. Let's start by talking about popularity. Aiden, how do you think age can affect an artist's standpoint in the music industry?
I think it can affect it pretty well because I know that I listen to a lot of artists that are in the age gap of like 16 to 21. That being so popular in that age can really affect like that person's life, and at that exact moment then they still make music. Where I stand with this is that it can be pretty awesome to have such like a good fan group of a lot of different people that listen to your music at that age.
Okay. Now, do you think race has something to do with the popularity of an artist? Because I was listening to Mr. Folk Talk, and he proved a good point that when he was at an event somewhere, some guy was flipping out over because these guys were white and in a rap industry, they weren't getting as much, attraction, or it could be vice versa. I personally, I don't think race can affect anything. I think everybody has their own skill set no matter what color your skin is. Do you have any? What's your take on it?
Well, a lot of people will come at you just because like where you came from, what your race was. But I just feel like no matter what race you are, making music, I feel like it's for everyone. A lot of people do judge just based on your race alone. Just like what you said with Mr. Folk explaining like that good conversation you had with them saying like I came at him for just being a different race. But I think as long as like you're not coming at anyone else and just mind your own business and just keep making music, then I think you're pretty fine. Yeah.
It's pretty good. Do you think? See, in terms of popularity, like artists like Sabrina Carpenter, artists like that have gotten popular within the last, I don't know, say 2 or 3 years. Do you think they formulate their songs in a way to where it's like it attracts people to hear them?
It could. Yeah, it definitely could. Like a lot of female rappers, they I feel like they use like a very unique sound in some of their songs, or they like do something in like a music video that attracts a lot of people to keep listening to them as an artist. I would say that the a lot of people don't like female rappers just because they're female. I know there's some people in the world that won't even listen to female rappers just because they're female. But yeah.
That proves a good point about gender too.
Yeah.
Is people just because, somebody's a woman, they won't listen to their music.
Yeah.
I think that's just wrong because I feel like art's open to anybody. Art is, it's completely subjective and you like what you like.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't mean you shouldn't be open-minded about other things.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Let's move on to how like artistic capabilities can really like make or break an artist. Dom, how do you think rhyming can play a part in the popularity of an artist? Say, like, on one side of a graph, we have Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan, which all make pop music, and they use these really simpler and catchy rhymes. Meanwhile, on the other side of a chart, you have artists like Two Hollis and Netspend and Xavier So Based that maybe just have a single verse throughout the song, but if you take a moment and delve deep into their lyrics, you can understand what they're saying. Do you think it can make a song more catchy or like a turn off? Like, what's your opinion?
I do believe yes. Like everything, like even if it's just a single verse, it can still be catchy because there are still some rhymes in there. It might not be like a full on like hat, cat, bat, but like it's something like through and
like though or something, like something that doesn't rhyme exactly.
It doesn't rhyme exactly, but it sounds similar enough where it makes it catchy. And then with the pop, like with Chappell Roan from like Phenomenon, you have like hit it like Rompa Palm, and then whatever something Papa John, like those words that are like identical, which make it catchy in its own. and then you have your underground rap that makes it catchy with the not
With
so
the similar
the
words.
similar words but aren't so.
Yeah. All right. Do you think the beat of a song, like if you were to break it down into its stems, do you think a beat could make or break a song? As in, do you think a song would be catchy with a dull beat?
No, because the beat is like what moves you. You know what I mean? Like that's what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel like in your heart, and like especially when it's loud. Like you got the boom, boom, boom. Like you
The
can
boom, boom, boom.
like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel that like in your body, like in your head, and like everything. And like if you have something that's just simple and dull, like you don't want to groove to it. Like
Just a boom, chick, boom, chick.
yeah,
You don't want, yeah.
yeah. Like you want something dance to, something to like sway to, like. It's all like resonating inside your body, your mind, everything like that.
I completely agree with you. I think that artists do work with producers to help make the beat how they want. You know, maybe they they want the guitars a certain way. They want this type of sound because they want this type of vibe. And they also want this type of vibe with their lyrics too. So it's all these pieces of the jigsaw puzzle that come together
Yeah, to make one just
to make one
giant
conglomerate of a song.
vibe. Yeah.
All right, guys, we are back here for part 2. Today, look who showed up, Miguel Aguirre. Look at this beautiful little Hispanic man right here. All right, Miguel, I wanted to sort of throw some points at you to see if you could give your opinion on them. How do you think age can affect the popularity of an artist?
I feel like age can affect the popularity of artists because, most of the reason why is because you're usually attractive in your early 20s, mid 20s, or just in your 20s overall. But that can being attractive can appeal to a wider audience. Pretty privilege in a way.
Yeah, I get that. Now, I want to build on sort of the physical aspects of people. Do you think there's a role that race plays in, or ethnicity? I don't know, do you think let's just say this for an example. Let's say, I don't know, there's a white kid that wants to get,